Big Brandy gonna get got. Let's go Cash West. Fuck that. I spent so much time trying to figure out a like soundtrack for Andre. And then I'm like, why don't I just use the GTA radio, seeing as he's a GTA lore character. Cars Fire is so good. Right. Faceless, lock in. Yo, what's good?
How you doing, Andre?
Not bad, can't complain.
Listen, you know, you've been through many tests, Andre, and that's why I trust you. I want to have a more of a deeper conversation on your reasoning behind Cooper.
Okay.
Because the same test that I gave you, he also received. Now, I haven't had any talk or follow-up, but right now it's even too late to even backtrack. Now, I trust him. The boss trusts him. Like I said, he's gonna be working with you heavily, and this, his gang doesn't matter, your gang doesn't matter, as you know how deep this goes. By the way, before I begin, how do you feel about the, you know, the Roman grey dumps?
There's a lot to unpack, but there's also nothing to unpack. It's strange. We're getting pieces, but I feel it's way too early to spend serious time trying to put them together because, like we said, there's no way to know what comes in what order. There's no way to know how it all fits together. So far, it's the rambling notes of somebody losing his fucking mind trying to understand this organization. That's the bottom line.
You know, it's just interesting, though, the information he has. I mean,
oh, no doubt
I
it
think
is.
the Blackwell one was...
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I came across Victor Blackwell's name in my investigation of the documents. You know, they were sending money to the Blackwells. I don't know. I just, yo, I don't want to speak with the absence of knowledge. So many different theories that can come from this, but I'd say too early. Too little information to act on certainty.
And unfortunately, Frank Skinner is going to have to take his final breath soon once this is all over.
Yeah, he knows far too much. He's in way too deep for somebody that literally writes a newspaper and could just blow all of this out into the public at any moment. Fuck, he could do it tomorrow.
Here's the thing, though. I think he realizes this sort of information this isn't Leon Edwards Part 2. This isn't that. This is way far more deeper.
I agree.
I think he actually realizes really and truly the consequences and the weight of the atmosphere that he's in.
I agree, but how much does he value... How do I put this? How much does he value the fact that he understands the weight? Yes, he might understand the weight, but like, how much does he value actually posting the news, spreading the news, despite the cost to himself? How much do we trust him to not put himself on the line and go out on a limb and just fucking tell everybody, knowing that he'll get killed for it? Because once the information's out there, it's out there.
You're not wrong. Anyway, let's have a talk about Cooper.
Yeah, Cooper. You asked me, should he be involved in, what we're doing? Or working on what we're doing? It's not a question of trust. I trust that the motherfucker wants to do well. There's no doubt about that. When you put him on this, he will want to do well. No doubt about that. Do I think he has malicious intent? No, not at all. Could you put him on this? I think you could. I think he might do well. My issue is exactly what you said. He'll be working with us. His gang doesn't matter. My gang doesn't matter. My gang, I mean, yeah, definitely doesn't matter. Fuck him. Listen, the bottom line is this. It's been so many times when I've been working with motherfuckers on these jobs. It's been so many meetings that we've been in where we play our game, you bitch me out in front of everybody to see how they react. Now, there's two sides to that game. There's what you see, and then there's what I see. I see him as somebody that doesn't see that that is a play whatsoever. I see him as somebody that repeatedly on missions has spent more of the mission shit talking how badly everybody else is doing instead of just locking in and doing shit. Fuck, there was even that one where we had Ian's bitch ass at that camp, and he was on the app shit talking the team, and then called it a joke afterwards. We had to have a whole conversation about it. Now, you rage baited the fuck out of Brandon with that, and that was funny as fuck. But no doubt that, you know, that sticks in the mind as to how much of a, I mean, at the end of the day, even when shit like yesterday happens, when I'm in the call with a motherfucker and he's saying, we're not reading the book because we were told not to, and then it turns out that's just fucking no. At the end of the day, we were a team and we were agreeing on what to do. We need team players on this. We need people locked in. We need people that not thinking about, oh, how shit are these motherfuckers that I'm with. We need motherfuckers that are there saying, I bet, let's do this. Let's do this to the best of our motherfucking ability. If shit goes wrong, it goes wrong. What do we do next? And I see a raging ego in that motherfucker. I just do. I don't think he's put it aside yet. What do you think?
No, I feel like Cooper been a good soldier. You know, he was the reason why Derek Johnson was caught and everybody else failed. We had nearly every single gang trying to hunt down Derek. And it all came down to somehow Cooper, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Brandon. I could be wrong, but Cooper also lost some. The biggest thing about Cooper is, listen, all these guys that come here and say they're loyal, I know they're not. I know Flippy isn't. I know Ray isn't. Sure, they're loyal, but they're not loyal like you. There's a reason why there's less than 3 people that do things that come from the top. It's very hard to find people that truly understand there are things bigger than what's in front of them. And we're not here to force that ideology on people. We're not here to spoon feed people. You're sitting here with us and you understand or you're not. Get the fuck out of my line. Get the fuck out of the way.
Just
Simple
like
as
the
that.
book says, you're looking for people that already have that mindset.
Exactly. That's how we do it. That's how I do it. That's how the boss does it, and that's why I worked for them. That's why 4 years ago. I want to tell you something.
Go ahead.
You ever heard of a proxy war before?
Absolutely.
You see, when I used to be a part of Darkstar with Delta 1, there was a project. A rebuilding project, you could say. I assisted in placing GP bombs
That guy GP bombs?
in a certain city. Those GP bombs domino affected in a whole city crumbling down. And then the people that Darkstar took orders from. Joe, let you finish that. Let me not say too much.
Understood.
Actually, I'll ask you, what do you think happened?
Okay. Proxy war. You've planted bombs around the city to level the bitch. And the people above the Archdome, they either called it off or pressed the red button.
Well, the bombs went off. But what was the
Well,
reason?
you know, this just threw my mind over to a conversation I had with the members of my gang when they first realized that I was working for this organization, and they believed that we had a nuke and we were going to nuke the city. The thing that I said to them, because they were worried, they said, Dre, what you doing? You gonna leave us in the dark and just blow the city up and then we're dead and then you just walk off? I said, riddle me this. Why would you blow up a city if you're in control of it and it is in your best interest to keep it running? So, to answer your question, I imagine they lost control and they needed to reset.
You're wrong. Let me say it one more time. 4 years ago, a couple years ago, we used to operate in another city. My job was to place bombs all over it. I was told to push the red button. City collapse. Chaos everywhere. Why?
Not because they've lost control, not because they needed a reset. It caused chaos.
I'll let you ponder on the answer. But just understand that.
Was a test?
Do you know how I guess you could call it a parasite works?
A parasite
Or
feeds off of
disease.
the host.
Exactly.
Needs the host to survive for it to survive.
I'm saying too much. Anyway, here, bro. Like I said, I like him. But I'm not going to have another Silas situation. Silas was doing exactly what you did. He did a lot more in terms of Roman Gray, and he then got his throat slit because he decided to be petty and put his ego in the way. And for that reason, he got his throat slit.
Yeah.
And I told him that if he wants to come back, he can. But it's gonna cost him, just like it costed you when you fucked up.
No doubt. Consequences.
It's been about a month that I haven't heard back, so I think he made his bed.
Either that or he's dead. Either way.
And would you look at that?
Uh-huh.
And I sat there in Liquid Library when I had all these big bad gangs acting nervous, who thinking they know it all. Look what's happening as we speak. Exactly like I said. A lot of people get lost in the now or your microwave sort of thinking. They don't plan ahead, they don't plan for next week, they don't plan for the week after, they don't plan for the next month. Because sure, have your sort of spotlight now, Andre. But what happens next week? And that's why we select a few people that see. At least my team does. Anyway, we had a quick convo regarding Kubler.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to, you know.
I don't think that he will do anything malicious in terms of fucking things up, in terms of crashing out, and I'm just looking at the team composition. You say, do you want him involved with what we're doing? I gotta think about how he's gonna work with, so far, me and Brandon. Diego's not really been here to do anything, so. What I'm getting at is, he's a great soldier, no doubt about it. Useful motherfucker, no doubt about it. Very skilled, more skilled than me, in different ways. I feel there will be a mindset clash, and I'm already dealing with that with Brandon. Adding that in as well, it could work. I'm just saying, I don't think it would, but it could.
I'll see you tonight, okay?
I'll see you tonight.
3 hours.
3 hours. Oh, do you have any, do you have a shipment of guns at all, or no?
I do.
You do? Perfect. So you're telling me you're not going to be racing around in an F1 car?
Do I look like a peasant?
Exactly, me neither.
I mean, I told you though. There's a host. That's all I'll say.
Must be kept alive for the parasite to live. The host is Ian Crawford, question mark?